So if you saw my last video, you'll know that I pulled a few of the, I actually cut down all of the physalis, and I kind of exposed these peppers. Now these are already frost damaged, but I kind of like to try and salvage them to get them through the winter. So now I just have a big pot of soil here and some pots that had houseplants in them that died, which sucks. Might not have Coleus ambonicus variegata next year. I'll have to find another place to get it if I can't save what little I have left of it. Some big screw ups on my part, but I have to get the plants in here and then we can use this soil. So here we are again. Got cloudy, so it's really washed out. This whole video might be washed out for all I know. First one we're going to do is our ghost pepper. So I am just going to immediately put this in a pot so that I know what it's going to be. Now, no idea how big this root ball is. One of the peppers that I ripped out, it was pretty small. So I'm hoping that these are pretty small root balls, so that I can actually get them into the pots. Now I do hear ripping and stuff, but could just be other plants. I don't think it is. I think these are pretty, this one at least has a pretty big root ball. Hopefully it won't suffer too bad. Okay. There's actually a part of a physalis rhizome right there. Kind of shake a lot of the soil off, because if I bring this inside, the predators and stuff could go crazy. Not a terribly big root ball. There's an onion. Let's look at this again, because I did miss a stem that needs cut. There's my pruners. And cut it right there. In fact, I might just cut this one off entirely, or at least mostly. That looks pretty good. Got a few branches and stuff to work with next year. So I can just kind of shove this into this pot. Now, it shouldn't grow too much over the winter. I'm not worried about it being in a little pot so much. Man, the harvest on this is 2 habaneros and it's like 4 ghost peppers, 3 ghost peppers. That's pretty bad. Definitely got to do this a lot better next year. So again, habanero tags into the containers until I dig them up. It actually didn't leave a very big hole like I was thinking it would. Now I expect these to be a lot smaller. Now if you're wondering why this works, it's because hot peppers are actually a perennial in their native habitats. So I'm going to do the same thing to these if I can. They didn't get very big. Cut that there, cut those there. I guess cut this. So a couple of branches, a lot smaller root ball. They really did not do very well, but hopefully that means they overwinter a little better. So there's our first habanero, and our second one is back here. Now I believe there was more, but they seem to have died because they got smothered, which that'll happen. It's fine. Yeah, tiny root ball on this. Kind of get a lot of the native soil off there. Same thing, gonna pull pepper off first thing. And take this back to some nodes. Pull them leaves off of there. Definitely not an optimal structure, but we'll get something going. We'll get something going. And into the pot. Cut these physalis down real quick. But yeah, Then we just got to put these in some soil, put them in a window or something. I might pop them in my greenhouse more than likely. And that'll be how I overwinter them. So here we go. We got our ghost pepper. And take some of this soil. Some of this is spent soil, some of it's not. Like the houseplants, I'm just going to kind of mix it together. Don't really have to worry about a lot of nutrients right now, simply because I don't expect these to be growing at all. Just kind of work it in around the roots, pull these leaves out, just so that they can retain their moisture. Not actually trying to grow the plants, just trying to maintain them through the winter. Which makes me wonder, how did they farm these things in their original habitat? Did they just leave them in the fields? Did they only grow from seeds every year? How'd they do that? Obviously, this is leaning. I don't care, it'll be fine. Seems good, seems secure. Kind of do this. Might get some root development. You know, these little ones will be a lot easier. Make sure you put your tag back in your pot. Then what? Then we got to do the little habaneros. I'm actually gonna put some soil in to start off because these have such small root balls. Ideally, these won't get root bound, but probably will. It's fine. I've never actually successfully overwintered peppers. I probably don't do it right, or I just don't have a good setup for it. That's done real quick. Make sure you put your tag in it. Or you can remake tags. I'm just using the original tags because I still had them with the plants. Again, put the soil in first because these have tiny root balls. Put the plant in there. And more soil. Now remember, every node can actually get more roots, and even the stem can form more roots. Not to the degree at which tomatoes do, but there's your plant. Put your tag in it. And you can overwinter your pepper. Or at least that's how I'm going to do it. Try to do it. Now, the catalpa here, this is Catalpa speciosa. I actually figured out the scientific name for it. I had a lot of questions about what pollarding is and kind of what that looks like. Obviously, this is a much better example. You can see all the stems. You can kind of see where this one split off because I cut the top off it. And I can actually show you what the pollarding process looks like now, at least to some degree. Now, this is going to seem crazy, but try and figure out where I actually want to do this. Let's see. Node there, node down here. I think I'm going to take it to this node. If these are actually nodes, I have no idea. This might be stronger than my pruners, actually. Oh, there we go. So, literally, just cut it up. These actually smell pretty bad, which is interesting. And I'm going to cut this one here. I think it was just too thick. And that's what pollarding looks like. So because I cut this at the nodes, hopefully we'll get some shoots coming up from these stems. Probably just going to be from this trunk right here. Maybe not. But that's basically just what I've been doing the last couple of years to pollard this thing. Take some of this dead material off of here. Looks good enough, I feel like. So yeah, hopefully these will come back nice and strong and healthy, but if not, I do actually have some in containers that I can just plant in here again. So a lot of red buds in here, which I don't appreciate. But this, because I'm taking all this plant material down, this is actually going to make the garden quite a bit colder or warmer, depending on how you look at it. And really, it's going to make it a lot colder, which is why I have to work with the peppers. Like, everything above the ground is going to be a lot cooler. So these peppers are already frost damaged. Kind of worried that I'm not going to be able to save them. But all of the plant material that's on the surface of the ground, that's going to keep the heat in the soil a little bit better for rhizomes and things like that. Like with this Ticreum or Scarlet Bee Balm back here. Well, unfortunately, I seem to have crushed my habanero pepper, and I actually lost my other habanero pepper into the garden. So I'm going to crack it open. I'm going to save the seeds and put them in my seed cases, because what goes better with, Solanaceae and Lamiaceae? I mean, not much goes together better than that. I mean, just think about basil and tomatoes. So here's our habanero. It smells pretty good. It doesn't smell overly spicy. It smells pretty spicy. I see a good amount of oil in there and stuff. I'll take a little nibble. See how spicy it is. It doesn't taste that spicy. Oh, probably because it's the fruit. I should take a little. Oh yeah, look at the pith. Lip burns. My tongue doesn't burn, but my lip burns. Go figure. Let's get these seeds off of here, and then I'll take a bite of the pith. Oh. Yeah, the heat's kind of building on my lip, but I can't taste it anywhere else. Yeah, there's a lot of oil on the pith. I'll lick the oil off. Oh my goodness. Instant. Oh, why do I do this? Why do I do this to myself every time I grow these? Oh yeah, it's bad. Every time I grow them, they're so spicy. Probably overreacting, but they're so spicy every time I grow them. Ghost peppers, you don't want to know. Hold on, I need to kind of give myself a minute. Hey, some leftover Halloween candy that actually helped me out a bit. I'm messing with my microphone. Still burns. My tongue feels numb, my upper lip feels numb. Try and handle these as little as possible, I guess. And I grew ghost peppers. It's just, what's wrong with me? Definitely gotta wash my hands after this. Hottest pepper in the world. Who's that guy? What's that guy's name? I think that guy's really cool. He's good story. Built a whole business out of just breeding really hot peppers. I think that's amazing. Rockin' Ed, Spicy Ed. I'll probably put it on the screen. So there's our habanero peppers. I don't know how good they look. They look awful small. I don't remember if this is a sweet banana pepper or a Hungarian wax pepper. I think in the video earlier I said it was a Hungarian wax. So I'm going to kind of cut this off of here. Because I don't want to bust the seeds too much. But then obviously this is going to be contaminated, so I have to kind of pull this off. I literally have to eat this pepper, which might be spicy again. just to see if it's a spicy one or not. There's a lot of places that oil could form on here. It looks kind of yellow, so I feel like this might be a Hungarian wax. I can't tell. I think it's a Hungarian wax. It's just not. Yeah, it's a Hungarian wax. It's just not overly spicy. Probably because it's ripe. Oh, some of these seeds are no good. That looks silly. Man, I really can't handle my spice anymore. On an old YouTube channel I used to have, I actually ate a whole habanero pepper. Like, I know it's not spicy, but... Oh, it's spicy. I just know my mouth isn't on fire, but... My mouth says it's on fire. So this one's pretty beat up. I don't think I can preserve this one. Assuming this isn't actually a habanero. I'm pretty sure it's not, because it's got the little nipple. It's just uglier looking. These two here I know for sure are ghost peppers, but I'm pretty sure this is a ghost pepper too. Ooh, nice like cooling sensation on my lips right now. See what they look like on the inside. Probably a lot more capsaicin. Oh, these are totally ghost peppers. This is completely different looking. Oh, and they smell completely different too. Oh, it actually smells wonderful. Like super floral smelling. This is definitely a ghost pepper. And I mean, look how much oil all over that pith. Fruit is actually weirdly spongy. Oh yeah, this thing's covered in capsaicin. Oh, even flesh. That's what it's called. It's called the flesh, not the pith, not the fruit. The whole thing is the fruit, other than the seeds. So yeah, we're gonna pull these seeds out of here. Do not mix them with the Hungarian waxes. I'm just gonna kind of leave everything on the table to dry for like an hour, and that should be good enough. Because this capsaicin is a deterrent of microbes, and that's because it's acidic, not specifically because it's spicy. Like that doesn't bother microbes. They don't have receptors like that. Man, my lips are still burning. But yeah, it's actually kind of like a nice cooling sensation right now, and you definitely get a little rush of serotonin and stuff. I think I am going to try and dry this open like this just to see what it does, since I already ripped it apart. It has like a fruity, mango-y smell to it too. Ooh. I see why people like these. I'm terrified to eat that right now, though. I'm not doing that. Okay. Just one lick. Okay. Yep. It was a little tiny amount, and I immediately felt it just spread through my whole mouth. And my nose even started running from that. Not even my whole mouth, just everywhere that oil touched in my mouth. It immediately. Ooh. And my lips. Oh, and my lips. Oh boy. Push through it. Okay, so yeah, just gonna let these air dry. And then I'll put them in my seed case. Seeds actually all look pretty different, which is interesting, being that they're all the same species. Wish I had some coffee. I drank a lot of coffee last time. Oh well. So, just so that I remember, we have the habanero, Hungarian hot wax pepper, ghost pepper. And thank you for watching. I'm in pain. Oh, I accidentally got it in my nose. Oh god. I didn't even get it in my eyes. It's just literally pouring out of my eyes. I really got it in my eyes. I don't know, man. Oh, why'd I do this without gloves? Every year. I need to. I shouldn't grow these peppers. It burns. It burns so bad. It's totally. I totally got it in my eye. Wear gloves, people. Oh, it's bad. It was so bad. This one, that's not from touching it, but it's definitely in this eye. I don't know what to do. Thanks for watching.